Mario Lemieux, a name in the history of the NHL that still echoes loud and clear, and a player whose personality is regarded as one of the most admired figures in professional sports. Mario, a force to be reckoned with, has enjoyed a lengthy career in the NHL. However, it was filled with dramatic moments, the controversies and then the disease that finally decided his fate. But what exactly was that? Well, before we get into that, let's first take a look through his career and how he reached the heights of success. Mario Lemieux, the third son of Jean-Guy and Pierrette Lemieux, was born on October 5, 1965 in Montreal's working-class Ville-Émard district. He began skating and playing hockey on an ice surface at the family's local church, and his father, who was a construction worker, would occasionally shovel snow in the family's front hallway so that his boys, Richard, Elaine, and Mario, could receive extra practice time. By the time he entered his teens, Lemieux had already become an outstanding player, having joined the Laval Voisins in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League at the tender age of 15. Lemieux's passion for the sport was so high that he dropped out of school after 10th grade to focus solely on his growing hockey career. Lemieux's 3 seasons with the Voisins culminated in a league record 282 scoring points in 1983 and 84. Lemieux, regarded as one of North America's most promising young players, was selected first in the first round of the 1984 draft. He was drafted by the Pittsburgh Penguins. And that is how his journey in the NHL took an official start. The Penguins, one of the teams added when the NHL expanded beyond its initial 6 teams in 1967, had never reached the Stanley Cup Finals. The team was often compared unfavorably to its cross-state opponent, the Philadelphia Flyers, who had won back-to-back championships in 1974 and 1975 and remained Cup contenders throughout the 1980s. However, Lemieux proved to be an unlikely savior for the Penguins. Although young, Lemieux was an impressive figure on the ice. He was shy and awkward off of it, standing 6 feet 4 inches tall and weighing approximately 220 pounds. Lemieux, a native French speaker, slowly mastered English, which aided him in adjusting to life in Pittsburgh. His exceptional play additionally contributed to him becoming a fan favorite among Penguins fans. In his first game with the team, Lemieux struck a goal on his first attempt. By the end of the season, he had 100 points and won the Calder Memorial Trophy for NHL Rookie of the Year. From there, Lemieux was boosted with confidence, helping the Penguins to win 2 consecutive Stanley Cups. Yes, you heard me right. Lemieux's early success was similar to Wayne Gretzky's stunning debut in the NHL in 1979. In 1986 and 1988, Lemieux received the Lester B. Pearson Award as Player of the Year, which was chosen by his NHL teammates. He also won the Art Ross Trophy as the NHL's leading scorer in 1988 and 1989, as well as the Hart Trophy as the league's most valuable player in 1988. However, it took the Penguins a few years to construct a strong team around their great center. It wasn't until 1991 that the team reached the Stanley Cup Final. Lemieux missed the majority of the 1990-1991 season due to a strained disc. His comeback in time for the finals, however, was critical to the team's triumph, as Lemieux scored 44 points in the playoffs, propelling the Penguins to victory over the Minnesota North Stars in the championship game. At the end of the season, he was named the playoff's most valuable player, earning him the Conn Smythe Trophy. Lemieux was healthy for the 91-92 season and won his 3rd Art Ross Trophy with 131 total points. The Penguins advanced to the championship finals for a 2nd straight season and defended their crown, this time with a 4-game sweep of the Chicago Blackhawks. The triumph was especially noteworthy for the team because it advanced to the finals under an interim coach, Scotty Bowman, who took over when coach Bob Johnson was diagnosed with the brain disease that ultimately killed him in November 1991. Along with being given his 2nd Stanley Cup ring, Lemieux was awarded the Conn Smythe Trophy for the 2nd consecutive year. But here came the unexpected twist, which was a scary moment for many NHL lovers. This was the time when Lemieux was diagnosed with a lethal disease. Despite the Penguins' failure to reach the championship game in 1993, Lemieux enjoyed another outstanding season. His 160 points garnered him another Art Ross Trophy, as well as the Hart Trophy for League MVP and the Pearson Award for Player of the Year from the Players Association. Not only that, but his family life was also full of positive news. On June 26, 1993, Lemieux married Natalie Asseline, and the pair had 4 children. In 1993, Lemieux went for a routine medical checkup for his persistent back problems and noticed an expansion on his neck to his doctor. A biopsy revealed that cancer had spread to the node, and Lemieux was diagnosed with nodular lymphatic Hodgkin's disease. He straight away started radiation treatment to combat the sickness and was subsequently confirmed cancer-free. Nonetheless, the treatment left him too fatigued to return to the ice for the 94-95 season.
And when I found out that I had Hodgkin's disease, it was certainly a tough day for myself and my family.
During his off-season, Lemieux founded the Mario Lemieux Foundation to sponsor cancer research funding and develop a patient care center at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, which opened in 2001. Following the birth of his son Austin 3 months early in March 1996, Lemieux sought funds to launch a neonatal research project at Pittsburgh's Magee Women's Hospital. These efforts, together with the time that he spent speaking with other cancer patients and survivors, helped Lemieux become one of the generation's most beloved athletes. Lemieux got the Bill Masterson Trophy in 1993, which is awarded to the NHL player who most represents perseverance, sportsmanship, and passion for hockey. However, Mario made up his mind to make the biggest decision of his life. In April 1997, Lemieux startled the sports world by declaring his retirement from professional hockey. He had long been unhappy with the NHL's shoddy refereeing, which allowed many cheap shots on the ice to escape undetected by officials. Apart from that, Lemieux was also hampered by chronic back pain, which was not cured despite 2 major surgeries. Thus, when the Penguins were eliminated from that year's playoffs on April 11, 1997, Lemieux withdrew from hockey. "I'll miss the guys," he told Sports Illustrated. "What I won't miss is the way the game is being played." However, it wasn't just this statement that was given by him. Lemieux's comments brought an unpleasant taste to the end of one of hockey's most legendary careers. Even more concerning for Penguin supporters was the announcement in 1999 that the team was approaching bankruptcy. If the financial troubles, which included a whopping $16 million loss for the 1998-1999 season, could not be overcome, the franchise appeared destined to be sold and relocated to Portland, Oregon. But with his ties to the team still intact, Lemieux made an offer to buy a 35% ownership in the Penguins for $5 million in cash and $20 million in deferred previous salary payments promised to him. When the sale was done, Lemieux became a hero in the eyes of many Pittsburghers, as he spared the team from relocation. With Lemieux as the team's major owner, ticket sales rose and the team made a tiny profit the following season. But here comes another twist. Even more stunning than the Penguins' recovery from financial collapse was Lemieux's comeback to the NHL on December 27, 2000 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. In doing so, Lemieux became the NHL's lone player owner. Lemieux scored 1 goal and 2 assists in the game, demonstrating that his absence from the ice had not diminished his abilities. He appeared in 43 games during the 2000-2001 season, scoring 35 goals and providing 41 assists. Due to his disease, Lemieux had to end his career in 2006, and in 2009, Lemieux was named an Officer of the Canadian Order. Despite the persistent illness and injuries that plagued him for the majority of his career, Lemieux's tremendous offensive abilities and record-breaking numbers placed him among the top 10 greatest hockey players of all time. Mario Lemieux's career and life reflect his extraordinary talent, adaptability, and commitment. From his early years to his legendary NHL career and current efforts as an owner and philanthropist, Lemieux's influence on the sport of hockey and the lives of countless people is significant and long-lasting.